2. Stopped in Saint-Leboire, Quebec last night. About a 12-hour drive from home. Trip is about 5,000 kilometers or 3,000 miles. And the next 2 days I will be, well, I'll get out of Ontario tomorrow, but for a good 25 hours, almost half the trip, you are in Ontario. It is a long drive through Ontario because you go not the short way, the southern way. It's only 800 kilometers through Ontario on the 401, but it is 1,318 miles from the Quebec-Ontario border to the Manitoba-Ontario border. Which is about 2,100 kilometers. And the reason why it takes so long is because most of it, I think there's about from Quebec Ontario border to about 50 kilometers past Ottawa is 110, and then it's 90 kilometers an hour all the way to a small little portion near Thunder Bay that's maybe 20 kilometers, 25 kilometers, that's 100. Otherwise the rest of it's all 90 kilometers an hour. There's one area that I believe it's 205 kilometers on the road where you do not see a house, a store, or anything. It's pretty isolated up here. Not right here, but still 100 kilometers from the capital of Canada. But later on today and tomorrow, the towns are very few and far between. It is cold. You're up near the Hudson Bay. Well, closer than you're ever going to get on a road, on a highway anyway. But yeah, you're pretty far north. Most of the I don't know if it'll be that way yet, but most of the winter you're driving on hard packed snow. They don't use salt up here, just sand, and it never warms up enough to melt the snow. I don't know if it'll be like that yet, but there's a pretty good possibility that it will be. If they've gotten snow. I don't know if they've gotten snow yet. But, yeah. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but I just set my GPS to the the Ontario-Manitoba border. This is the yellow is the route that we're taking. The other option is Highway 17, which you'll be able to see on the map. Past Sault Ste. Marie where the lakes converge above the 75 in Michigan. From there to where the yellow line, the line I'm taking, converges with the 17. That is all very hilly, steep hills, rocky cliffs, and winds off of the lake there. It is a nasty road in the wintertime. I don't know if it's that bad yet, but the last time I did this run in February, I had to come back that way because they had the other way closed. There was an accident. The other way, at the beginning when you turn north, it's pretty hilly there, but then for the most part it's just driving on flat till you get almost to Thunder Bay, and then you run into some hills, but it's really flat, straight, and but like I said, there's absolutely nothing up there. There's a couple small towns and that's it. Just some tow truck companies here and there in the towns. But anyway, I'll show you the map. Maybe when I stop tonight, I'll do a video on a real map and show you the options and where I actually drove. But yeah, people in southern Ontario, they get it's 800 kilometers across southern Ontario, and a lot of people don't realize the vastness of northern Ontario. It's huge. Like from the east coast to Calgary, Alberta, which is like 8 hours away from the other coast, Vancouver, is, I believe it's 4,800 kilometers from my house in Nova Scotia. Mind you, I'm not the furthest east in Canada. Still got quite a ways to go to the tip of Newfoundland. But I would say, besides the 8 hours from Calgary to British Columbia, it's probably about 5 or 6 hours drive, 7 hours from my house to the tip of St. John's, Newfoundland, besides the ferry ride. And between those 2 points is, I think, 4,800 kilometers, and almost half of that is in one province, Ontario. We're going through Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Quebec, Ontario, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and Alberta. That is 7 of the 10 provinces, and half the trip is in one province, and it's almost all 90 kilometers an hour. Yeah, it's a long day and a half, day and 3/4 in Ontario. Anyway, that's the update for day 2. I'll try to get that map out and show you exactly where I went on the map, and maybe take a video around Ottawa. not much to see from the highway except for where the Ottawa Senators play. I think it's the Canadian Tire Arena now. It used to be the Scotiabank, or maybe it's the Scotiabank now. I don't know. Anyway, talk to you later.